Hi guys, Cory Banks, Managing Editor of PC Gamer here, showing you a little bit of footage from the Elder Scrolls Online. When Evan Lottie, Editor-in-Chief of PC Gamer, and I talked about Elder Scrolls, you got to see lots of clips of footage from the game, but you didn't get to see any of the specific quests that we were talking about. So I'm about to show you some of a quest. This is called Rites of the Queen. We are going into a dungeon where we'll have an NPC character helping us out, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of what the dungeon Skyrim kind of play feels like. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's my inventory. And we will enter Tanzawil. Here's a fun little loading screen. The Elder Scrolls Online, one of the big problems that we had with the game was just how MMO-ish it felt. You have an expectation when you play an Elder Scrolls game of being able to jump into an open world, do what you want, run off in a direction. Maybe you'll find some dungeon that you can delve through. Not so much here. So here's a quest where I am following the queen into a dungeon. The typical kind of escort quest that you would expect. And here's the combat. I'm playing as a Khajiit. And as you can see, it's a lot of just hack and slash, clicking around, NPCs taking care of business as well. I have a couple of spells that I can use, which are mostly just melee attacks. I'm a level 8 Khajiit Dragon Knight. Got some mostly melee attacks here. Cool looking armor. So obviously it's a gorgeous game. Like, this looks very much like the kind of dungeon that you'd expect in an Elder Scrolls game, except it's bigger, wider. The monsters are just kind of showing up from out of nowhere, which fits in with the story, to be fair. I don't want to be too mean about it. There's a big attack. But there's no... Like, this could be a World of Warcraft dungeon as well. Look at this. Big, wide open spaces. It doesn't feel as cramped as you would expect in, like, Oblivion. I'm going to come over here and look at the statue real fast. It's pretty. Destroy that crystal over there. I'll take out the crystal. And now she wants me to destroy a crystal, and she's standing right by it. So would I hit the crystal? Or... Oh, she wants me to destroy this crystal over here, maybe. I've got this one under control. Make sure yeah, okay, I'm glad you got that one under control. I'll come over here where there's actual danger and kill this monster. That's fine. I didn't have anything else to do. These are all spellcasters, pretty easy. Destroy the crystal. How would I do that? Oh, I guess I'll hit E and destroy it. I've been in third-person mode as we're playing here, but this is, first-person mode. Again, it's very close. The FOV feels very tight. Destroy this crystal and move on. Oh, now she wants him to come over and destroy the crystal with her. No, where is she? Well, let's just use the handy-dandy HUD. Nope, she's not over there. She must be over here. Through a door that she went through and didn't even tell me about. So I'll go ahead and go with her. So this just feels very, very standard for an MMO. Loading from one big wide area to the next. Monsters just popping up from nowhere. And no real sense of exploration. Incredibly linear. Which, part of the problem I'm having is that I'm doing that by myself. Maybe if I were in a group with 3 or 4 people, I'd be enjoying it more. Again, that MMO feel of you get to see where the area of effect attack is going to hit you, so you can move out of the way. I'm going to switch back to third-person mode, because my armor looks pretty cool.
The things I endure for my people.
The queen is complaining, apparently.
Are we still together on this?
Yes, we're still together. So I'm following her. I can't really progress without her because these monsters are going to spawn in. More attacking. And I'm hitting at my abilities, but I don't feel like I'm having... Certainly the combat is not remotely as difficult as Skyrim. There's a little bit of delay in my whether I'm connecting on an attack or not. I'm not. Oh, my companion is down, and now the NPC is down. So let's move on.
It feels good to draw my sword
Let's go.
again.
She's very excited.
Beyond this door lies the ancestral chamber at the very heart of Tenzelwell.
And so now I'm just going into another part of the dungeon, and I'm waiting for her to finish talking here. You can see that she's moving her lips. And we're just moving to the last part of the dungeon. That's basically how this feels. It's slower paced than Oblivion or Skyrim. It's very segmented out. And it's not that this isn't a beautiful game. Look at this area. This is gorgeous. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a snippet of how this quest works. We would be moving up here to fight the kind of mini-boss area guy here. And that fight would go as you expect. The NPC, that my NPC companion will beat him up until she loses all of her hit points, and then I'll beat him up and then win and move on. And then the quest will send me to another nav marker. Early days on Elder Scrolls Online, it could turn out to be a lot better once you're playing with more people. We're still hopeful, but right now, this is way more MMO than it is Elder Scrolls. Well, that's going to do it here for our coverage of the Elder Scrolls Online beta weekend. The game is out in early April, and you can expect more coverage of Elder Scrolls Online and other MMOs and other adventure games and all PC games at PCGamer.com. Thanks so much for watching.